I'd be at the moment they are favourites amongst everything else down there. I mean, look, Burnley are struggling. They've got a load of games in hand. Don't want games in hand at this time of the year, believe me, but they've got them, and so you may, as a Burnley fan, feel like we might be able to chip away at that and get ourselves out.
Play Watford next.
Correct, Steve. Well, I tell you, Sean Dyche, I know obviously has missed games and lost a lot of games in this period. He must walk in tomorrow morning, sit them all down in that dressing room and say, if we can't beat that team that you all watched last night, then we are doomed. Then we will get relegated. I expect us to beat them when we play them in 15 days.
But what if they don't, Andy? That's the point. I mean, this league is like
season,
that.
Burnley.
What if they don't? I mean, he goes in, he tells them that, and then all of a sudden they turn it on. But they've got players who can turn it on and score goals. We know on their day, Watford. I know on the evidence of what we saw tonight, it doesn't look like it's going to come.
No.
But if they was to beat Burnley, it's so devastating for Sean Dyche.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, listen, I just think these games are massive. Head-to-heads, you need to win them. You can't lose them. I mean, to lose them is devastating. They need to dust themselves down as quickly as possible and get onto the Burnley game in their minds. But I'm not sure they're going to do it with Claudio.
And which way do you go? Do they go for a firefighter British manager? But you haven't got a ton of players in there that maybe some of the British managers would be familiar with. There's Claudio's record there, just the 2 wins, drawn 1. Conceded 30 in 13 games, 7 from 39. You know, it's just, I'm afraid when you start doing when you multiply that and you start working out how many games they got left, and on that sort of ratio, how many points they're going to acquire, they don't get anywhere near what you need. You're not going to get anywhere near it. So,
only 4 wins, Andy.
Eh?
What do you think? We need 4 wins from there, from where they are. I think possibly Watford. I think 4 wins keeps them in the league.
What was their points again? Now,
Watford's points. That's 14.
14.
So you're saying 28 points keeps you up?
I think so. I think it'd be a very low target this year. Yeah. I'll be shocked if it's over 30 points. Maybe 30 will go.
Yeah, I think third bottom team gets just over 30, and at the moment the way they're going,
so they might need 5 or 6 wins.
Yeah, and just that team, the way they're playing, I can't see it. There seemed to me to be right from the get-go. The only thing we showed at half-time, Sissoko running beyond the strikers, running into the gullies a little bit, but I didn't see any combinations. I didn't see a team brave enough at home against another struggling team to get up on the halfway line. No, they looked to me like there was no plan. They haven't been coached. I don't think that great. They haven't been drilled, and I think they're destined for relegation the way they're going on the basis of what we've seen there. And I don't think any Watford fan watching that tonight goes away with any optimism whatsoever. I just can't.
When we look at that though, Eddie, you think Newcastle and Burnley are going to win 7 and 8 games? I mean, it's a big ask, isn't it?
The bottom team, even maybe the bottom 2, might end up being well short. It's always that third bottom team. How many that one?
Yeah.
Who catches the line and what that line's going to be? Whether it's we know.
Just for your maths, last season Fulham were third bottom with 28 points.
Were they really?
They went down with 28.
Okay. That's. But I would imagine that's a little bit of a rarity. But I do get what Tim's saying. You don't sense from the teams down there at the minute that they're going to get 34s and 35s. No, I don't see that either. But